Good evening, everyone. We are back with another episode of Abby's Abode. I almost said Abby's Window. So we're back. Abby's Abode. So thank you all for joining us this evening. And as always, we can't do Abby's Abode without Abby. So Jodie, how are you? Um,
I'm good. How are you?
good, good. So we got a good bit to talk about, don't we?
Oh yeah,
We
always.
have a lot to talk about, but let me welcome in the other part of our show, which is all of you that are watching. Thank all of you for joining us. I'll shout some folks out real quick. We've got Jeremy, a member of the channel. We've got Clown, Diana, Static Marie, James Chadwick, and Rare Kitty. So thank you all for joining us this evening. And yeah, we got a good bit to talk about. We're going to talk about a little bit of we're going to talk about some music. We're going to talk about some wrestling. We're going to talk about the big game from Sunday
Sure.
that I fell asleep on. Um, I fell asleep uh, at some point during the third quarter, so I missed the complete ending of a Super Bowl in overtime.
It's
Um,
okay. I did too. I went to sleep after the halftime show.
but yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit, and then we've got some shots from WWE 2K24. We're gonna try to get to some different things from for Elimination Chamber. So again, we got a pretty packed show. So we'll just get right into it here. Jody, I know you sent this over to me, so I wanted to share well, first, since I brought up the big game, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably very happy. If you're not a Chiefs fan, you're probably not. But that's okay. That's okay. For all of the other teams in the NFL, there's always next year, hopefully. So yeah. Your thoughts on the game, Jody, and um, did you get to go back and look at some of the last little bit that you missed?
No, I didn't go back and look at it because I didn't feel the need to.
Uh,
I think it it played out exactly how the powers that be wanted it to. I'll just leave it at that.
all right. So yeah, so again, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably very happy. But if you're not, it's okay. Not everyone is a Chiefs fan. Not everyone's a 49ers fan. It was funny. I had some chats with some folks about the game and just how everything played out, um and yeah, it was just yeah, it's interesting. So um
Keep
Jody,
in
I
mind too, NFL is now listed as entertainment and not sport. So that says a lot
yeah.
because WWE is listed as entertainment too,
Hmm.
which means there's writing involved in the NFL for sure. Yeah.
Nicole, hey Nicole, hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping by. Ryan, hello. Um, so I wanted to share this too. I know this is a new book that came out, and I really want to get it, but I know you sent me that, so want to give you an opportunity to discuss that. And you have a copy right there.
Yes. So Stephen Furtick came out with his book today. I cannot wait to read it. He had a whole sermon about it on Sunday, and he's starting like a 6-week series. And I'm really looking forward to it. The sermon that he did on Sunday was amazing. Um, and this book, I'm really looking forward to reading it. So, like the quote on the back um, says, I believe with all my heart that God wants you to see yourself as he sees you, which is a lot more fully than you see yourself. Then he wants to help you live out that God-given identity. That is the heart of this book, to help you align your mindsets with God's vision for you so that you can live the most authentic version of yourself. and he's got like six mindsets. And he's doing sermons on all of them over the next 6 weeks. So go check out Elevation Church. They're fantastic. I have read all of Stephen Furtick's books, and they're all amazing in their own ways. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. It just came out today.
Awesome. You have to let me know how it is, because I've definitely been wanting to trying to keep up with when it was coming out, and so I will have to get a copy as well.
A good place to start, if you've never read a Stephen Furtick book, is a book called Crash the Chatterbox. That wasn't his first book, but it's a very, very good one. And that's about learning to hear God's voice over all the others.
Yeah, I was we did a Bible study with his first book when I was working on campus at a college, and it was really good. So so if you want to read and get some of those great nuggets of wisdom, go pick it up. I want to go here next, because we got a little bit of music that we're going to talk about, and I want Jodie to kind of set this video up that I'm going to play here shortly.
Okay, so I know this guy on TikTok. His name is Sam Donald. I don't know him personally, but like we follow each other on TikTok. And he has one hell of a voice. And he is a super nice dude. I've talked to him a couple of times. So I wanted you guys, I know we normally talk about Caleb, and Caleb's amazing. And he's posted a couple of little videos on his social media lately of him singing. So make sure you go check that out. But waiting on him to announce some more tour dates and music dates and things like that. So we always keep up on Caleb, but Sam is amazing. I want to highlight other musicians as well, and he's on all social media platforms. It's Sam Donald Music. So he has this song called Fireflies. So I felt an instant kind of connection there. So I kind of saved some and sent some to Jeff and wanted you guys to hear it. So
all right, well, we're gonna check out Fireflies right now. So here it goes.
We'll dance with fireflies. I miss those long summer days that seem to never end. I miss the southern night with dancing fireflies. I miss when we were young.
Awesome voice. Good find there. That's really awesome.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. He's done other stuff. So make sure you go check him out on TikTok. He's got a great voice. He does some amazing covers. He's also got some original work that he does. So yeah.
Awesome.
Sam.
Awesome stuff. So I know I want to go here next. We'll talk a little bit about the Elimination Chamber, which is coming up next Saturday. For all of our friends overseas, you will get this pay-per-view at a reasonable time. Unlike other pay-per-views that you have to watch, and that's why I always shout out the fans.
I just put his link in the chat.
Okay, awesome. You guys, you international fans, you always show up and show out. You are dedicated fans, and I feel like wrestling fans and just sports fans or entertainment fans in general should look at your example that you set. So yeah, we've got the Elimination Chamber coming up next Saturday, and I'm just gonna go through the card real quick. we've got the WWE Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley going up against Nia Jax. Jody, what are your thoughts on that match?
Oh, I think it's going to be a banger. But I don't see Rio losing. Not in Australia. Although we
Especially
have said that before, we said Drew
true.
wouldn't lose at home, and he did.
He did.
So I don't think Rhea's going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. She I feel like it's gonna be her well, we'll go through that next, but we've got the women's elimination chamber match to determine the number one contender for that title, or Rhea Ripley's title. And so far we have Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair, who have qualified for that match thus far. So who do you think is gonna take on Rhea at WrestleMania 40?
I think the other two that are going to get in the Elimination Chamber are probably going to be Naomi and Jade.
Naomi and Jay. Okay.
And I could kind of see Becky winning it.
Yeah, that's my
But
thought too.
there's reasoning why each one of them should win it. But
Right.
I think it's going to be Becky, given how they've worked the storylines up so far. Yeah, I think it's going to be Becky.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I think Becky's gonna win, and she's gonna be at WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
then we have the men's elimination chamber match, and that is going to be for the number one contendership of Seth Rollins' world heavyweight title. And so far, we have Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and L.A. Knight. And we still got 2 spots left. So, Jody, who do you think is going to take that match and end up facing Seth at Mania?
So you've got Logan Paul versus Miz.
Miz, I think, yeah.
I would love to see Miz take one of those spots, and the
Yep.
other one go to KO.
Okay.
That's what I would like to see. I think it's going to be Drew.
I do too.
There's no doubt about it. I think they really want him to sign another contract. So I think they're going to give him the world. I think he's going to win Elimination Chamber. He's going to go to WrestleMania, and he's going to defeat Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that, and I believe that Drew's probably already re-signed.
I haven't heard anything about it, but
yeah, I haven't heard anything, but I'm just gonna say I think how they're presenting him lately, I don't think they do that if they didn't have some type of commitment in place.
Yeah.
But saying that, he has done a phenomenal job.
I love heel Drew. Like,
I do.
He is so funny.
He is.
He's funny. I love it. He's savage.
Yes. Yes, he absolutely is. So, and I think that would be a great match between him and Seth at WrestleMania. I really do think that would be a great match. So,
Yeah.
Give me Drew in that one. And then we have the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. We've got Finn Balor and Damian Priest representing the Judgment Day against Pete, never call him Butch again, Dunn, and Tyler Bate. So who do you think wins that one?
I think somehow the Judgment Day will come out with the win, because I think the Mania match is going to be Truth and Miz versus them. And I think they're going to lose belts that night.
That's what I
think we're going to get awesome Truth back.
I think so too. I think so, and I'm really looking forward to that. I want to see, and since we're here, we might as well talk about Truth. I know you wanted to talk about him a little bit. I really want to see our Truth with some championship gold again.
I love him. He's so funny. And I mean, even last night, talking about DIY being DX, like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's just comedic gold. I can't even, yeah, I mean, I love it. I love, that sense of humor and, um, you know, he's a national treasure. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it.
He is. And the great thing about him is, yeah, he's hilarious. The comedic timing that he has is tremendous, but also, and one of the things that I think people, not all people, but I think some folks take for granted is just his ability in the ring.
Yeah.
This dude's the best.
He's in his 50s, isn't he?
He's either early 50s or late 40s. I want to say, let me look it up real quick because I want to know for sure.
I could have sworn he's in his 50s. Yeah, he's 52.
Yeah, 52.
I mean,
52.
pull that picture up again.
Yeah, just turned 52.
Like 52, and he's in that good a shape.
This man does not. He's aging backwards, is what he's doing.
I said the same thing about Usher. He's 45.
Yeah, Usher's 45.
In that halftime show, and you're like,
yeah,
still looks like he's 20.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you think about, just to your point, you think about people like R-Truth, you think about Usher, and they've been in the spotlight for so long, and it's like, okay, they've been here for a while, but surely they can't be in their 40s and 50s, and they are, and they look great, and Usher's still performing at a very high level.
That's amazing.
I really love the halftime show. I love the fact that he brought out Jermaine Dupri. He brought out Ludacris. Her came out and played the guitar, which if you've never listened to her, I'm just gonna.
You're missing it.
You're missing out. If you love music, go listen to her. She has a duet with Chris Stapleton that they did at the CMAs. And if you like live music, go check that out. She's phenomenal. She's a great artist. So, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed the halftime show. But yeah, R-Truth, the man is aging backwards. I remember
my mom's best friend. They've been best friends since they were teenagers. She's African American, and we had a conversation about this. That a lot of African Americans don't look their age. And she said the funniest thing.
I think
she
I know where you're
looked at
going.
me and she goes, "Jodie, black don't crack."
I was just about to say.
I just lost it. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people who are African American don't seem to age. It's beautiful.
I mean, you throw out.
I had that skill.
So let me ask you this. Since we're bringing that up, I want to ask you someone else who has been in the public eye for a long time, just to prove your point. How old do you think Samuel L. Jackson is? Don't look it up, anybody in chat. Just give me some guesses. Sam Jackson. How old do you think Sam Jackson is?
He looks like he's in his 40s, but he's probably in his 70s. 60s.
Sam Jackson is 75 years old.
He don't look it at all.
Yeah, he does not look it, and he's another one that he's been around for so long, and yeah, I mean, the man is just, yeah, he's 75.
There's not many white men that age gracefully like that. The only one I can think of that I go, man, he's still good looking, is Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner is a handsome dude. Another handsome dude is Brad Pitt.
Yes.
He's handsome. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I'm looking at Sam Jackson's date of birth, and he's right around the same age that my dad would have been. So, just thinking about that is wild. It's just wild. So R-Truth. Hopefully, we get the Awesome Truth back, and
I would love
hopefully,
that.
yeah, hopefully they get a good WrestleMania moment. I'm really hoping that they get that.
I think as long as Truth has been around, I think he's earned it.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
He's earned his dues.
Yeah, he has. And another WrestleMania moment. Let's talk about this real quick. I'm just gonna put the picture up because this whole thing was it was wild. Unless you've been away from any kind of
Unless
television
you've been
or
dead.
yeah, well, yeah. Unless you've been under a rock or in space or something and you haven't seen any of this, there was uncertainty in terms of which direction Cody Rhodes was going to go into in terms of his WrestleMania match. And a lot of thought was, hey, WWE's kind of looking at the money here and they're going to do Rock versus Roman and Cody's going to get screwed. I know a lot of people felt that way. I'll be honest. I deactivated my Twitter because largely in part because some people were just going a little overboard with some of this, but WWE had the WrestleMania 40 kickoff press conference. And this was our main event of the press conference, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Seth Rollins was out there talking about, hey, Cody, you need to make a decision. Don't go chasing that Hollywood title. Then The Rock and Roman came out, and Roman, Rock showed the family tree, which I thought that was, if you're a wrestling historian, if you like the
That
history
was
of
cool.
wrestling, it was really, really cool to see the family tree.
Yeah.
But Cody, shocked us all. Well, shocked many people, and he chose Roman, and and there was a little bit of physical altercation between The Rock and Cody. The
The
Rock,
slap heard around the world.
yeah, he's really leaning into the heel thing, and
Mhm.
this is what I want to share. The fact that, hey, Alicia, thank you for joining us. Obviously, The Rock, before all of this, beloved by many wrestling fans, and has been kind of that face guy for a while. And I mean, he's done his heel stuff back in the day, but what they did here was they pivoted, and he's
I think
really,
so.
yeah, I think they pivoted, and I think that kudos to him for fully embracing the heel kind of persona and
Mhm.
kind of taking what the crowd gives and turning it right back. And he called some of the people Cody crybabies, and I know
Hey,
that.
I'm a proud Cody crybaby,
Hey,
okay? Anytime
hey,
that man gets tears in his eyes, I
yeah,
get tears in my eyes. Like, I cannot, for some reason, seeing men emotional like that, just it just ruins my soul.
well, I will say this about Cody. He is one of, I think he's one of the biggest faces we've ever seen, and especially since the days of, like, a prime run from John Cena and some of those folks. I think he's kind of in that stratosphere at this point, and the way he connects with the fans is just amazing.
Yeah, I said it earlier on Twitter. I posted the first message that I ever got from Bray, and it was that I could never bother him. And I said he adored the fans so much that I don't know anybody that's at that level. And the only person that comes close is Cody, because he has that connection with the fans like Bray had. And I almost feel like he's, them talking about Bray being that locker room leader and being the glue and being, the person that brought everybody together. I kind of feel like Cody's taken that on in his absence. And this is the second time, coincidentally, that the fans' voices have been heard and changed something potentially. The first time was when Bray got released. there was such a backlash. Guess what? Triple H brought him back. And potentially now, because of the backlash of we want Cody, they've pivoted back to Roman versus Cody.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's going to be a huge matchup. And I think, based on what we got last night, which I don't think is going to go how people are thinking, but Seth Rollins said, "Hey man, you can't have the same thing happen. You
Twice.
can't twice. You don't have to do this alone." And he offered his services, and I kind of think, and maybe I'm on the wrong side of this here, something just gives me a little bit of pause when it comes to Seth. I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, that's not going to go the way that people are thinking, and I don't think Seth is going to be as helpful, especially if that match is on night 2 and Seth loses on night 1. I don't think Seth is going to be as helpful to Cody. I think, the numbers game is going to come into play, but I think Cody will have some help, and I do think he will overcome those odds. I really hope that
would be a really good way to enhance that feud with Seth and Roman.
Yeah.
Is if Seth interferes and cost Roman.
Yeah. Yeah, in an effort to try and help Cody or help Roman.
Go after The Rock or something.
Right. And I do still think that at some point, I don't know, it depends on how this goes, but it may be a tag team match at some point with The Rock and Roman against Seth and Cody. I don't know, but
it could be announced on Friday that it's going to be in Australia.
It
could. Second after that press conference, I was like, there's going to be a tag team match. It's going to be Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody.
Yeah. And
in Australia, I'll put my money on it.
That would be tremendous. That would be tremendous. So, you all said
Seth isn't clear to wrestle, so maybe not. But yeah,
hopefully they're able to. Hopefully he's able to get everything done and he's healthy and everything by Mania. And I'm surprised to see him as much, honestly, as we've seen him lately, just because of that knee injury. But yeah, I am so looking forward to what happens with Cody and how all the stories play out. And this could be a very pivotal moment for the Bloodline storyline too. What do you think happened? So let me throw this out to you, Jodie, and to the chat as well. So if Roman does end up losing, where do you think the Bloodline storyline goes from there? What do you think happens next in that storyline?
I don't know, because I think we're going to get Jay versus Jimmy at WrestleMania as well.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I mean, Cody said he wanted to take everything from him.
He does.
So I don't know. Could we see Paul Heyman going somewhere? I still think Paul Heyman is going to turn on Roman.
Yeah.
At some point. I just feel it in my bones that at some point Heyman is going to turn on Roman.
I saw something yesterday that was surprising to me, and I think it all kind of connects to this story. Did you know that Solo Sikoa is 0-23?
Is what?
He's 0-23 in his last 23 matches. I think that could somehow play into that match. And I always think about little moments. And if we remember the moment where Cody told Solo that he wasn't ready, I think something could happen where Paul maybe chooses Solo. And we start to see the unraveling of the bloodline. So I'm really looking forward to how they play this out. I know some people are kind of done with the bloodline storyline. Sorry about my phone going off there. But I I know some people are kind of over the bloodline storyline. I think when Paul Heyman said we're just in the third inning, I think this point is going to be about the demise of the bloodline. I think for the rest of this year after WrestleMania and possibly even parts of next year, I truly believe that we could see the demise and the downfall of the bloodline. And I think we'll see Roman exposed in a way that people will probably be happy about, because it's like, okay, he's been dominant for too long. He doesn't wrestle a lot of matches. So I think people will be happy about it. Michael King talking about Mars, Mrs. Wife. Yeah, I think I forget what, I know she was diagnosed with, is it a form of cancer? What I
Yeah, it
read?
was like ovarian precancer.
Okay.
And she's having a full hysterectomy in a couple weeks, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely prayers to her. And prayers to everybody that was involved in the shooting of Lakewood Church, because I know that has been dominating the news right now too. So
Yeah. Yeah. And that's yeah, I mean, we definitely want to send prayers up for everyone involved with that. And yeah, I mean, that it's just sad. Just really sad. And yeah, to Clown's point, thankfully they found it on time
yeah.
with Mars. I know that that she I'm sure, it's a very trying time. So, just keep her in your thoughts and in
Yeah.
prayer.
And I know a little bit about Miz on a personal level.
Mhm.
So and he is a believer, so I'm sure they are praying hard too.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll definitely keep them in our thoughts and prayers too. I wanted to ask you about another person who may have a match. I'm hoping that he has a match at WrestleMania, and that is one Karrion Kross.
Oh,
You shared this with me, and I want to put this up. So, um, if you want to kind of share what this is all about, kind of go into this a little bit, and tell me if you think he's going to have a WrestleMania match.
I mean, all I could see when I read this was Bray. Like, it was so Brayish. Like, it's hard not to. You know what I mean? Him saying who controls the dial. I just immediately thought of Bray talking about who opened the door. And
Yeah.
I think it's highly possible that he has a WrestleMania match. If it's against, they could go after, keep going down this feud that they're on with Bobby Lashley. So it's possible they have a Mania match. I would love that. I would love to see Karrion Kross on the biggest stage of them all, because he's fantastic.
Yeah. I'd love to see them go head to head, and I say that selfishly because I want to see Cross's group go against Bobby Lashley's group
Yep.
at Survivor Series.
Ooh.
I just want to see everybody involved, even Scarlett and BFAB. I want to see them in the match too. Please, please, please. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be great. But yeah, I mean, Cross is doing some great work right now, and
The promos are fantastic.
fantastic. I agree.
Amazing. The video packages, he's doing amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's quickly becoming my new favorite.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And really happy to see him being showcased and having this opportunity to show his talent. I just think he's tremendous. So I know I wanted to go here too. I know last time we were on, we talked a little bit about the Rumble, and we talked about, Bray's family being there, and I wanted to go through some of this. What a beautiful picture. What a beautiful.
She is his clone.
Yeah.
Like I mean, except, for the blonde hair, blue, like she is his clone.
Yeah.
And, major props to Mama Lexi who posted these, but I think Nash looks just like JoJo, and Hyrie she looks like her dad. And I love that, the other WWE superstars are still taking care of them. And, I know they went to the Rumble and got to see the Rumble. And I just love that, they've embraced his family, which
Yeah.
is a beautiful thing to see. It makes me, it really shows you that his legacy is going to continue to live on. And yeah, I mean, those kids are adorable.
They are.
His kids are beautiful. He has 2 older girls as well, but yeah, Nash and Hyrie, it's hard to look at her and not want to cry.
Yeah, I mean that little smile. Oh my goodness.
It's him. The
Is
cheeks,
it? Yeah.
the face structure, the eyes, the smile. She's him.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like he's been reincarnated.
Yeah.
And she has an attitude like him too. Like, she is, I mean, that little girl is a spitfire. Like, seriously.
James said Becky's line last night, having to explain to her daughter why her daddy wants to fight Maui. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty
That
funny.
was pretty funny.
Yeah, and I meant to say this when we were talking about them earlier, but it's pretty big of The Rock to do what he's doing, given his status in the entertainment and movie world. And I know some people may not take that risk because it is a risk. He's playing a bad guy in wrestling, and some people may say, well, you know what, he's a bad guy, so I'm not going to watch Moana 2. And yes, Moana 2 is coming out next year, by the way.
And they're doing a live action.
Yep. And my daughter has already made me promise that we're going to watch Moana 2. So I love
is probably, of like the new Disney movies. I mean, obviously, like, any Disney movie's never going to measure up to the old ones, like Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and Snow White and all that. But of the new movies, Moana's my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down, my favorite. Frozen's up there too, but Moana was my favorite.
Yeah, it was great. And I'll be honest, I know the entire You're Welcome.
Yep.
I know the whole thing. Backwards and forwards. I'm pretty sure your kids have watched it many, many times, just like mine have. And so yeah, I've seen it a lot, and I can't wait for the next one. I really think it's going to be good. I want to see where they take the story. So
yeah,
really looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to the live action too. Like,
I am.
That's gonna. I've been kind of hit or miss with the live action ones. Some of them I've liked, and some of them I haven't, and some of them I've hated. So I'm a little wary with the live action, but the fact that he's going to be in it makes me feel a little bit better.
Yep. At least they're able to get the folks that are. I'm ready to see it all. Like I'm ready to see it and see what they do, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I did want to share these photos. I know that we've passed the anniversary of Bray winning his first title, but just wanted to share some of these photos that Jodie sent over, and just kind of get your thoughts. And people in the chat, please chime in too. Just get your thoughts.
7 years ago yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's a big part of me that's still in denial. Like, I see pictures of him and I'm just like, he's not gone. Like, and maybe that's what he meant when he talked about that he can't die.
Yeah.
That, he lives on through all of us.
Yeah.
And his family and the fans, and he's kind of made himself immortal.
Yeah.
So there's a big part of me that's still in denial, that I not necessarily like I don't think it happened, but like refusing to acknowledge it did.
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of people have said that. Even I've spoken to some people who I never ever thought. There we go. Uh, some people I never thought were wrestling fans have said, like, man, I can't believe it doesn't feel real. So yeah, I completely understand there.
I'm sure his family feels like that too. Like,
Anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. One thing though that we did get, we got a new teaser trailer from WWE 2K24, and I wanted to share some of these photos as well because these are freaking awesome, and I cannot wait to get this game.
again, that's another way that he's kind of become immortal.
Yeah, they've immortalized him in the game. They've put him in the game, and
it looks so real that you
it
feel like
does.
you still have a piece of him.
Yeah, it
Still
does.
have a bit of him.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm so happy that the WrestleMania edition will have the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yes.
I'm so happy about that. My
I
son,
mean, that looks like a picture.
it does. It does. It's what they've done, and it's I have these conversations with my son often because he's now gotten into video games. I have this conversation with him a lot because he's always interested in what games look like when I was his age versus how they look now. And I'm like, dude, it's
Not
like
even,
no,
yeah.
it's no comparison. Like
No.
there's no comparison.
I was showing Harper an old Britney Spears concert. Remember when she did that live in Vegas
Yeah,
concert thing on HBO?
yeah.
I was showing her that, and she's like, "Why does it look so blurry?" And I'm
We
like,
didn't
"This is
have
how
4K.
stuff looked back then. We didn't have all this crazy technology, and now they're coming out with AI stuff that, I mean, could lead us down a very dark path if people aren't careful with it. But
Yeah.
What's next? Like, I feel like we're in the middle of a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, technology scares me. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's terrifying.
It is. It's terrifying. Some of the things that you can do. But yeah, so my son, he really he wanted the standard version of the game because Cody's on the cover. Cody is his guy. That's his favorite now. It used to be Roman, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm done with Roman." Um, so, so yeah, he wanted that, but I told him I was like, "Look, dude, we got to get the WrestleMania one because they're gonna have some really cool matches." And when I found out that the Firefly Funhouse match was gonna be on there, I've made the executive decision. That is the version of the game that we are purchasing. So so we can relive some of those matches. But
Just give him
yeah,
a Cody poster.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find that cover and print it out and get it blown up and enlarged for him and hang it up on the wall for him. But yeah, we're getting this version of the game. So just want to go through a few more of these photos because again, the realism of these photos is just
wild.
It's amazing. I mean, it just truly is amazing. I mean, look at that. That's just amazing.
It's wild.
Yeah, it really is. It's
I mean, that looks like a picture.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the standard too. Clown, thank you. You just saved me a ton of money. So thank you, Clown. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, this I cannot wait for the game to come out. Because
it just makes you miss him more.
It does. Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. So really excited about that. And something else that we're excited about too. Jodie and I, we didn't have a chance to share this last week. But I wanted to share this because we're gonna do a little bit of a contest. And we're gonna work out the details and Jodie will tweet it out. But we're gonna do a Brittany K artwork giveaway. And there we go. All right. So we're gonna do that. And if you've been watching this show, if you've been a part of this channel for a while, you know that we feature a good bit of art, and Brittany is so talented. So you're gonna have an opportunity to win some artwork, some custom artwork from Brittany K. And I'm really excited about it. Like I said, we'll get you the details and everything, but I at least wanted to let everyone know that there is a contest coming down the line. So yeah.
And
Thank
with that artwork, you will get 2 Caleb CDs because we never got around to doing that.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Sorry, Caleb.
So,
I'm still gonna give them out.
yeah.
I promise. He owes me a bear hug.
Yeah. TJ Gilligan saying, "Hi guys, it's been a while. Hope you are both keeping well. I'm so happy that the Fiend is finally back in WWE 2K. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good to I'm good. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna use Bray all the time in the game.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm doing. Rare Kitty saying, I think the 40 years of WrestleMania edition is just a couple of attires in a custom WrestleMania 40 arena. Okay, I haven't really done a lot of digging. I just know that my son was like, "Dad, we're getting 2K24," and I was just like, "Okay, yeah, we will. We'll get it." Because I'm gonna play it some too. I mean, let's be honest. I'm gonna play it. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, we really excited about it. Really excited about it, and thank you for stopping in, TJ. Good to see you again. Is the competition for UK fans as well? I'm pretty sure we can open it up for our UK fans and our international fans.
Yeah.
James Chadwick, that's why I really want that edition, right? Because Ricky Steamboat is in it. Anyone that knows me knows that Ricky Steamboat is my all-time favorite. So I can't wait. That's another reason I want it. But but yeah, I'm really excited about that. Jody,
Y'all pray for my husband too, because Ari's out on a date right now.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm praying for him because I'm gonna tell you this right now. My daughter will be 6 next month, March 16th. And I am not prepared, nor do I think I will be prepared for when my daughter comes home and says, "Hey Dad, I'm going out on a date." And I'm gonna be like, "What? Say what?"
Yeah, he's taking her out for Valentine's Day. They were all booked up. He's
Yeah.
taking her to her favorite restaurant.
Okay.
They've been friends for a long time. And kind of just made it official a couple days ago. But I mean, she friend zoned him for a long time. I mean, seriously, I'm like, Ari, what are you doing to this poor guy? Yeah, and she's gonna be 17 next month.
Wow.
So I told her that she needed to date him because A, he's a nice guy, and B, Chris likes him. Which is, I said, you may never get that again. You may never get a guy that your dad is like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So, like he's been to church with us. He's been at our house a bunch.
Wow.
He plays with Logan. He's really good. He's a really good guy. So yeah, but now that they're official, he's a little bit wary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, but you like him. He's a nice guy. He said, I was a nice guy when I was 17 too. It didn't stop me from doing stuff. So, yeah, Alicia, she's gonna be 17 next month.
Wow.
Tate's gonna be 9.
Wow.
Harper just turned 11, and Logan just turned 6.
Just turned 6. Wow. Yeah.
They grow
Yeah,
up too fast.
they do. They do. Like I said, I mean, my daughter, she's gonna be 6 next month, which
6 going on
now,
20.
yeah, yeah, for real. She comes home. She comes up to me now and she's like, "Hey, Dad, this this boy in my class was really nice to me." And I'm like, "Okay, and she's like, I think he's cute." I'm like, "Who is this little boy?"
I need to go
I was
polish
like,
my shotgun.
I need to meet this boy. Um, and it's funny because like I said, her birthday's next month, and she wants to do a little party, and she was giving me people to invite, and she got to his name, and she's like, Cooper, and she just had this little smile, and she cocked her head to the side, and I'm like, girl, you're 5, like you need to chill out, you need to chill. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a talk with this Cooper fella,
I,
and
I I have a feeling she's gonna be just like Harper. She's gonna be a little boy crazy.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
Harper's like that too. She like whenever Caleb is on my phone, she just sits there and goes and she says that Austin Theory is her boyfriend. He just doesn't know it yet. I mean, she's boy crazy.
Yeah, hey, James saying and having that
But she still thinks like kissing and things like further than that are gross.
okay, that's good. That's
I'm
good.
like keep thinking that.
Keep that. Hold on to that.
Yeah.
James saying and having that foundation of friendship, you need that solid foundation for a great relationship. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Chris were friends first.
Yeah.
Before we started dating. So
Yeah. It's awesome.
yeah, he really is a good guy. He treats her like a princess.
That's awesome.
Like
That's so
she
good.
said when she went back to Florida after Christmas to go back to her mom's house, like they talk on the phone every day, and you know he works at Dairy Queen, so when he came to see her yesterday or Sunday, he brought Chris a blizzard for his birthday.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
So yeah, he is a really good guy.
That's good.
He paid for her flight to come up here for Valentine's Day.
Wow. Yeah, he's sounds like a good kid. So
So,
Jesse, hello, saying, so I've been here for almost the whole episode, whole show. Sorry, let me read things the right way. But I could never comment because I've been driving the whole time. Well, listen, you're here now. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. TJ has a question for you, Jody, saying, do you think that the cross faction are all puppets of Uncle Howdy and Bo is tied into this and Braun will be eventually?
I don't know. I think it's possible that Cross and Scarlet were originally going to be part of the Wyatt Six, if that was going to be a faction. I think it's possible that was the intention for them to work together. I don't know about Bo. I don't know if he's going to come back or not. Obviously, he's a wonderful uncle to those babies and spending a lot of time with them, which is great. But there was it last week on or one of the NXT pay-per-views recently where there was a weird like words on the screen kind of promo and it didn't say who it was and everybody thought it was that dude from New Japan. And then now we're finding out that it's probably not. So that my husband thinks that could be Bo.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Conrad joining us this evening. Everything Pro Wrestling. What's up, Conrad? And do me a favor, folks, if you don't mind. If you have not subscribed to Everything Pro Wrestling, Conrad's channel on YouTube, go subscribe. He does a great job. He breaks down he talks about games, he talks about gaming, talks about AEW, does a great job with covering everything. So go give him a subscribe over on his channel and um, drop some likes on his videos. Um, so yeah, Clown saying I think it's the other dude from New Japan. No one is talking about Tama Tonga. Yeah, I think um, I think Tama Tonga might end up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Jesse saying also on the fine aging of African Americans. Haven't you guys ever heard that? Said yes, we talked about that.
Yep.
She said it's true. My husband looks younger than my age, and I'm 8 years younger than him. Hey, I get it. I mean, I will say this though. A lot of people tell me, and I think it's because of maybe my demeanor. I've always been told people always guess that I'm older than what I really am. I'm not saying what my age is because that's going to remain a mystery, but people always think I'm a little bit older. So I don't disagree with them. I just take that as a compliment that I might have a little bit of wisdom. So
I was gonna say it's because you have a lot of wisdom.
well, my gray hairs say that too in my beard. I swear there's like another cluster of them every day. So
do what Furtick does. He dyes them. He talks about that in his sermon on Sunday about people in the comments on YouTube getting on him about dyeing his beard. And he said something really funny, and now I don't remember what it was. Something about like putting off the old. I'm doing it. I'm putting off the old.
I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it because I think that I've been around on the earth for a little bit, over 4 decades. So I'm gonna embrace the fact that I have some gray. Thank goodness that I don't have hair on my head because I'm sure it'd be full of gray right now.
That's okay.
But yeah, so yeah, Jen Carter saying hello, Miss Abby. How are you? What's up, Jen? So Jody, we're gonna end up going overtime here because we still got to get to our artwork here. But so Jesse's drawing is in here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. So I did not look and see which art was from who earlier. But we'll go ahead and get started with the artwork. And there as always, there's just great stuff here. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And props again to Eric, who is our artwork connoisseur. I get a lot of our artwork from his page. So if you want to know who these artists are, go to his Twitter page. Because I'm really bad about saving who it is. But yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, this is amazing. It really
it's
is.
like, and it's upside down, and it's just, there's so much to look at.
Yeah, this is so detailed and great.
I love this one. Again, I'm a fan of that cartoon style.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember. I did know the name of this artist earlier, but now I can't remember. But it is on Eric's Twitter page. But
Awesome.
they did this one too. They did a series of like 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I really like that one because it's so Funhouse Bray, the background. Like it's it's almost like one of those Wile E. Coyote cartoons.
And honestly,
expecting it to say splat.
Yeah. Honestly, when I saw this series of these, it gave me very strong comic book vibes.
Yes.
Which I love. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next one there. And I remember that moment in the Firefly Funhouse.
That's one of Logan's favorites.
Yeah.
That is his favorite moment, actually.
Darn you, James Chadwick. That's all I'm going to say. We'll go to the next one here.
Again, that cartoon style. I'm a sucker for it.
Awesome.
There's a reason why the tattoo Kyle did on my back was cartoon style. So
This is awesome.
okay, so this is a series of
Mhm.
pictures. So the first one is, him saying, "Here comes Sister Abigail." And it says, "Wait, a reversal." That's Bray saying, But then the last one might make you cry.
Yeah, it made me tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
Made me tear up. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's very well done. Very well done.
I love this one. I don't remember who did this one either. But I love, he's got the whole world in his beard.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Good creativity.
This is Blake. We feature a lot of his stuff too, but I like the black and white. And again, that kind of cartoonish style.
And I don't think did we show Jesse's already?
No.
Okay, because I might have missed that one in my. Let me see. I want to make sure we show that one if we can.
It's the pencil one.
The pencil one. Oh, okay, okay. Let me get that one. I don't know why I didn't have that one, but let me see if I can find that one real quick. Bear with me, folks, because it's definitely worth seeing. So I want to make sure that we can all see it.
Blake also did a really good one of the Usos.
Yeah, let me show that one while I'm pulling up that photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, really good one. Really good one here.
Yes, I really like that one. It's I mean, this is gonna be that's gonna be a match at WrestleMania. I'd put money on it.
I think so too. I think so too.
Can't wait to see it.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna upload it, and apologies for things not being up there before, but I was working kind of fast, so I apologize. Here's Jesse's. This is tremendous.
I know. It's
Great work.
absolutely stunning.
Great
like
work.
I low key kind of want Kyle to use that for inspiration for my tattoo.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Jesse, I might have to hit you up for this one. I
need a print of this.
I got a spot on my wall for it.
Yep.
So yeah, I definitely want to. I'm gonna get in touch with you so I can possibly get this one as a print. So, and then I know we talked about this gentleman a little bit earlier, but hey, the hashtag was "We Want Cody." Well, you got him.
Yeah, we got Cody. This is a Nolanium piece, which he's famous for these cartoon comic book style artists. That's where Kyle got his inspiration for my tattoo, actually. So, yeah, he's a fantastic artist as well.
Yeah. Great artwork as always from all of you tremendously talented artists. I mean, just great work, phenomenal work. And Jesse, I will be in touch real soon. So just know that. All right. So had a little overtime, which that's okay. It's fine. Tonight is Tuesday, so NXT is tonight. I know Tazzy's not there, but his watch along is on the channel, so go check him out. Check out the watch along. Jodie, any final thoughts before we head out from this week?
Go check out Sam on Twitter. or not Twitter, TikTok. He's phenomenal. And go get this book.
There you go. Shane, okay, Clown saying Shane is hosting for Tazzy tonight. So go hang out with Shane and watch some NXT. It should be another good episode. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. I often forget to say this, but if you don't mind, drop a like on this video, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and also that post notification bell so you know when we have new content. So check us out that way, and then we'll be back here on Thursday for TNA Wrestling, our watch along for TNA Wrestling. But yeah, so Jodie, a lot of fun. It feels like this week flew by. I mean it always does, but this week especially it felt like it flew by. But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. Come check us out. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, and we'll be here on Sunday as well, Joe and I, for Between the Ropes. So that's gonna be it for us this evening for Abby's Abode. At some point here in the next maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna attempt to do something I haven't been able to do all day, and that is eat.
Go eat.
So thank all of you so much for joining us. Again, we really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support and the love that we get from all of you. And please know we love you back. We're so appreciative of all of you for coming out and hanging out with us every week like you do. So thank you all so much. And we'll see you next time on Abby's Abode. Take care, everyone.